Welcome back. It's Sports This Morning, broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. 16 more days to the 2016 Rio Olympics. We took you to Rio. You saw the military. They're getting ready. They're saying, if you want to cause trouble, we will stop you. Let's go to the IOC now, guys. This talk of them considering strong action against Russia. I don't know what they mean by strong.
Strong can only mean, ban them all. Woo. Yeah, just take the recommendation of the World Anti-Doping.
And the toughest kind of sanction on them.
Yeah.
The highest, the toughest.
Yeah, what's that?
I mean, all kind of sanctions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right now, from a sporting perspective, it's going to mean ban all the athletes. They don't go to any of the competitions, and they don't come bigger than the Olympics. So if the Olympics, kicks off on August the 5th, and there's no Russia, that for me would be, the toughest of all sanctions for Russia.
Wow. I don't think they're going to do that because they say they have to
Why not?
seek legal action, just take a look at maybe the things they can do and all that, and knowing that by tomorrow is 21st, right? Yeah. That's when, the case of the IWF, banning all Russian athletes from participating, all their athletes from participating at the Olympics. That will be heard tomorrow. So CAS is going to give it verdict by tomorrow. So we're going to know if, or even the ones that wants to compete, under neutral umbrellas and all that, see what's going to happen in that one. That also is pending. And with this one actually coming up, and Thomas Bach not really happy with it because he said it was disappointed, with the findings of Richard McLaren. That's the lawyer, the Canadian lawyer who was in charge of the findings and everything, revealing a whole lot of secrets. We understand what happened. Well, what some of Russian athletes are saying is that, look, this wasn't backed by the sports ministry, but Richard report revealed that it was actually backed by it because for them to start samples that have been carried out, you exchange it, you bring in another one, there's a whole lot of stuff in there. But these are some of the athletes that were saying that, look, the Soviet athlete was saying that, look, this is really not good for Russia at all. We don't know.
Taya has been the one saying ban them all.
Yeah, no, not me. That's for the World Anti-Doping Agency. That's the recommendation to the IOC.
Their body language, everything. If you listen to Thomas Bach, you could tell.
Yeah, he was really upset. Yeah,
they're not pleased that they want to use Russia as a scapegoat to correct this thing.
Because right now, all Olympics winter sport federations have been told to halt preparations for any international event in Russia. So it simply means any winter event that you're thinking that will take part, that will take place in Russia, definitely it's not going to hold, because that's the first they're starting with. Right now, that will not hold this year. So that is the first one. But the second one we're now looking at is the fact that all those people that their names were actually mentioned, during Richard McLaren's report, they will not be granted accreditation to any of the events, not even the Rio Olympics. It shows that if you have your name, if you have your name actually mentioned in that report, you won't get accreditation to Rio. So it's really coming hard now. I don't know how hard it's going to be. The hardest will be if we don't see any of the athletes featuring. I don't think they can go through that lens. Now they banned preparations for all winter championships that hold in Russia. That's understandable. Now you're saying you're not going to give some of these people involved in the accreditation. That's okay. But another one is if you're going to ban the athletes, I think that's going too far. So I'm trying to toe the line of the 7-time sports stars and Olympic champions who actually met in Sochi, yesterday, talking about the ban. Is really
Richard McLaren's report. Have you checked to be sure your name is in there? You've checked?
I'm not Russian.
Russia. Anyway, that's the light side of it. Let's listen to Thomas Bach, the IOC president. Look, they're saying we're considering strong action against Russia. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
The findings of this report show a really shocking and unprecedented attack on the integrity of sport and the Olympic Games. And therefore, the IOC does not hesitate to take all the measures and the toughest sanctions against this behavior. We will have to take a very difficult decision, also in legal terms. This is, on the one hand, between a collective ban for all Russian athletes, and on the other hand, the natural right to individual justice for every clean athlete in the world. In this respect, we are entering a new field. And this is why we are expecting now the decision of the Court of Arbitration of Sport as the highest judicial authority in sport on the 21st of July concerning the IAAF rules for participation in the Olympic Games. And then we will have to take this next to the findings of the McLaren report and all the other circumstances into consideration, and will then take a decision, a final decision about this participation. The IOC will not grant any kind of accreditation to any of the persons involved and implicated in the report, in particular with regard to the Ministry of Sport in Russia. The IOC will retest and reanalyze all the tests, all the samples of Russian athletes with regard to the Olympic Winter Games 2014. We have at the same time asked the international winter sports federations to freeze all their preparations for their major events like World Championships or World Cups in Russia for this winter as a provisional measure, and to look already now for alternative organizers. And these provisional measures apply first until the 31st of December.
The IOC President Thomas Bach, and it's all about Russia, and these doping allegations. Tayo, Cecilia, it's very tough, but the IOC, they want a good name for themselves.
Of course.
Not just the IOC, even WADA at the moment, they need to make us believe in their integrity once again, because right now, with what is coming out of Russia, there's still a lot of revelations to come out.
Explore all legal actions, that's what all legal options they're thinking, and also they can actually extend it to other countries, not just Russia, because Russia is feeling it's political. I mean, it's unfair, it's not cool on all the athletes. They have to exploit their legal options to ban the country. That's not going to be fair on all other clean athletes at all.
I totally agree with you, because that was what Curry, captain of Kenya's team to the Olympics, says, look, told the government officials, tell these anti-doping guys to leave us alone. Because we're not focused at the moment, but they will not leave them alone. They will keep monitoring to ensure that everyone going to the Olympics is clean. Let's go to Israel now. A Kenyan-born athlete, Chamtai, will be competing in a long-distance event for Israel. Tayo, Cecilia, again, it's okay. It's a good one, knowing that this is a Kenyan-born athlete, the pride of Africa, but representing Israel is still all love.
Yeah, it is. I mean, she did not just wake up one day and say, look, I want to do this. I mean, she actually, went to Israel in 2009, Tel Aviv, when she was taking care of the children of the country's ambassador, and that was when, like, okay, I can actually do this. She never dreamt that one day she would compete for Israel at the Olympics. But somehow it just happened. She got married after having a baby, and the husband was like, okay, you can do this. And I just started like that. So if you see the team right now, she happens to be the only black person in that 47 athletes that will be representing Israel. I think it's a great one for her. That's the country she's been since 2009. Now, she's been, giving her documents, so she's now...
Yeah, she's got Israeli citizenship now,
and all that, and she's married to an Israeli, so she's eligible, and she just said, okay, let me just do it here, since this is now the country I'm staying.
Wow.
I mean, we're seeing this...
House sports.
Yeah, I mean, it's a globalized world right now. And we're seeing these instances over and over again. We're going to see more of it. Wilson Kipketer, I remember back then, used to run for Denmark, and I used to wonder, okay, this guy's Kenyan. I was still a youngster then, so I didn't really know what was going on. So even in Nigeria, we can give examples as well to even Daniel Igali, represents Canada. I won, Olympic gold for them. So it's not a new phenomenon at all. It's going to keep happening. All these countries will keep trying to, get the advantage, get the upper hand, by, selecting athletes, that have great potential from other countries.
See what sports can do.
She's the one in the midst of 27. a marathon runner right
That's
now.
right.
But she's saying she's not really targeting any medals. She
For
just wants to go. Main participation.
Yeah.
So that joy, you know,
course.
having to be in the midst of all these 47 athletes and representing them, it's something she's going to be happy with.
Personal best time of 2 hours, 40 minutes. The Kenyans, they love the long distance races. And now she's doing it for Israel, and she's doing it for the love of the game. Who knows? Impossible is nothing. She might just go there and then do something for Israel.
Yeah, because she's been training really hard. You know, she says it's better to actually train in Kenya, but because of the high altitude and everything.
That's right.
But right now in Israel, I think that the temperature, or rather the climate, is actually closer to Brazil because, you know, it alternates and everything. Well, she's saying, okay, she just wants to go there. She's proud to be going to the Olympics. I mean, represent Israel and just see where it gets her. I think maybe she can actually get something because she's not expecting anything. So at the end of the day, she can get something out of that.
The good thing is she's preparing, and we want to wish Lorna Chemtai all the best. Love from Africa. Let's listen to her. She's got a few words for us. With a lovely family there, and then this is what sports is doing, bringing everybody together, you know, spreading love, unity, and of course affection. That's the power of sports. We'll be right back.
I prefer training in Kenya, but I have to follow what the coach say. In training in Kenya, you have a lot of partners, so you can train in group. Then it was high altitude, not like here.
It really depends the weather, the day of the marathon, because it really changes every day in Rio. It can be a very cool day, perfect for marathon, 18 degrees at the start, and then it can be 25 degrees like we start today, and the humidity is very high. It's very hard to run PB in those conditions, but we have to be prepared for every situation.
Husband and coach role right there. Lead your wife all the way.
And get the best.
I like
Get
this
him
sort
in
of story.
I know you like it.
Just gives me, you know, I just experience the power of sports, and I'm like,
What it can
we
do.
can do a lot with sports, so much.
Definitely so much more and so much more. Okay, can we come back home and what happened yesterday at the State House? You know, finally, Buhari receiving the athletes that will be going for the Olympics and saying, look, release the fund now. I was like, you guys just woke up at 1. Okay, but the thing is, I mean, by today, they're going to get the money, but it's just the money that they will use to go for the event. That's what I think, because it's
Celia,
16 days right now.
So what if they don't get the money today? Talk to me about
we know
that.
the kind of president that we have. They're going to get the money today.
Talk to me about
the money is going to come out from wherever
Yeah.
it's been. Since March, right? From wherever the money has been, it's going to come out. I know that. It's coming out today. Trust me on this.
Tayo, you think the money?
I don't I don't have any powers over that at all, so I can't really say for sure. But yeah, they've met. You know, the money has been approved and it's been told to be, you know, to be released.
It's an order. It's that he's not telling you. He's giving you an order to do it. So when the president of the country is telling you do this, you just have to do it.
Exactly.
And if you don't do it, we know what's going to happen, right?
Exactly.
So I know
But
what's going to come out.
Let's go back to the athletes. I was talking about Blessing Okagbare yesterday. Cecilia, she ran a sub 11, you know, 10.92, although it was wind assisted. Yeah. But we all know Blessing can go really, really fast and when she wants to. So Blessing still remains our most realistic, you know, hope of winning a medal. But there's Stephen Mosey as well, so he's been doing great things.
Also in
shot
Hungary,
putter, yeah, he did. He actually shattered the national record again. He threw 21.76 meters. That was in the Czech Republic, and that's one to really, you know, watch out for in Rio again. We know he might just crash the party. Shea Ogulewe, you know, fastest man in Nigeria. We're hoping, you know, he can improve, you know, before the Olympics starts and, you know, gives us a sub 10, you know, because that's his only way of reaching the final in the Olympics. If he doesn't get a sub 10, he's not going to get into the final, not stuck of getting on the podium. So, Patience George Okone's Cecilia Austin, 400 meters. Be very tough for her. Be very, very, very difficult.
But
I don't know.
But when you meet your president and he sort of blesses you, gives you assurances, and tells you, look, you're going to represent the country, do it well, do it with good team spirit, do it with fair play, and represent Nigeria properly. That's the story. We're going on a quick break now. When we come back, we'll get you involved in all of what we're doing this morning. Don't go anywhere. Stay.